Hi, welcome to another Essen preview at Horde of the Board channel. Hi Horde, I hope you're having a great time. My name is Edgar and let's talk about Essen Spiel, about the hotness, about the games that are the most anticipated at Spiel. Uh, how do we do that? We go to the BGG Spiel 2022 preview. Um, we are going to look at this page. So when you go to this page, um, you can sort it by different means. You also have filters, but will leave that one to discover on your own. You have publishers. You can do it by title, thumbs, hot, location, uh, on the map and stuff like that. Price, low, high, low to high, high to low. Some don't have a price, so I don't think that's very. It can be a little bit of an information, but some of them don't have a price, so most of them do. So let's look at the hotness. Well, I already had it at hotness, so let's go to the list, but we're not gonna do all the games because it's like 1178 titles and showing now 31. I'm going uh, to the games and then we will stop at a certain point. So the first one that has the most thumbs, because you can give a game a thumbs up, is Hamlet, and this one's been at the top for some time. Hamlet, the village building game. So you go a humble hamlet into a bustling town. So you're all trying to complete the church, because the church comes in different phases. The Founders Edition, I think all the editions, I'm not really sure, but the Founders Edition has this 3D church you have to assemble, and this insert you also have to assemble, and you're gonna put these. Does it have stickers? Let's go back because it's 1 to 4 players, 60 to 90 minutes, ages 10 and up. It's about 2.54, so it's a medium weight game. And so you're trying to make this church by going to actions on the board. And there's, for example, this is a setup of these weirdly shaped tiles. Shall I just go to the beginning? Ooh. Can I have a... Oh, this is better. So this is like a setup, and then you're trying to go to these different places, and this is the church, and you gotta build the part of these churches by doing actions and trying to get resources to build the church, and every part of the church has different, I think, different type of resources, I hope. And yeah, that's what you're trying to do, and the person with the most points wins. You can also achieve these ribbons. This is one first refinery herder. There's some coins. There's some action tiles here, action tokens here, and it looks like a nice game. The tiles are a bit weird though, in their shape. I see here. I don't know if these are screen printed because I see them here without anything. I don't know if you get the stickers maybe in the Founders Edition. The Founders Edition, the one that you get on Kickstarter, it's numbered. I think they're only 13,000 or 1,300, one of the two. And there's a sticker on the inside of the box with the numbering, so you don't see it out on the outside of the box. Because I really like that. It's on the inside. It's always safe. You cannot scratch it off or something like that. And this is the insert that you have to assemble. And this is the 3D church. And I see here that these do have... They look screen printed. They don't look like a sticker. Maybe it's in the Founders Edition that you get the sticker. I'm not really sure. But it looks kind of nice. Nice production. I like the cover a lot. A very beautiful cover, to be honest. So, and that is Hamlet, coming from Mighty Boards. The second game, closely on the heels of the first position, is Lacrimosa. And this is a multilingual edition. The other one was the English edition, by the way. You can have a pre-order to pick up at Spiel. You can click on this link and it goes here to Devere to pre-orders. Spielmesse as the pre-orders are now closed. More units will be available at their booth in the hall. Okay, agree. You just or pay or sign up. I know it's a little bit later that I did this video, so you cannot pre-order anymore. But there are still copies there. Limited available units on pre-order, so they have a few on pre-order, and if they're gone, they're gone. And they have also copies just to sell there, which I love when companies do that, and not just, hey, everything that we're selling there is going to be pre-order, and you go there and it's like, hey, we didn't even know there was a pre-order, because not all the pre-orders are on the BGG list. It depends on if a company shares that information to BGG so they can put it on there. So let's go to Lacrimosa. There's a little bit of information. If you go to Spiel, you can do pre-orders. Not all companies will do that, but there are companies that will do that. And if you're really interested in the game and really want a copy, that's a good way to go. Lacrimosa is from 1 to 4 players, 90 minutes. And it's ages 14 and up, and it's a 3.36 in weight. It's from Devere Games, and they brought out Bitoku last year, and now they come out with Lacrimosa. And with Lacrimosa, you're trying to take the roles of patrons of of Amadeus Mozart, of the late musician, contributing to their fundings of the composer's work one last time. And because Mozart is dead, and you're trying to fill in the parts of the music that are missing in this worker placement. So let's look at some pictures. The cover is quite striking, to be honest. Let's make it bigger. Well, not that bigger, but okay. So you have this board. Oh, this is a prototype. I don't want to see prototypes. I think this is a finished version. This looks like you can go up this track. There are some things actually you can do maybe on your board. Oh, I love it when a game has this, that you can choose if you're going to do I think the top side or the bottom side, and you slide it in. So covering one of the two. I see these music notes that you put here. I don't know what they do, but they look very colorful. The map is quite nice. And yeah, I like music, but not really into Mozart, so maybe the theme is not a thing that will attract me. So that's why it was not on one of my lists. I think it was very low. But I can understand the appeal that people want to play this game. I have these player pieces. They look like a sticker. Or maybe printed. That looks actually printed. Oh, let's make it bigger. The cards. The cards look very nice, to be honest. They're very white background. Whoa. Oh, what's happening here? This is the board. Oh, here you see that you can slide things on the top. So the cards will be a top part of the card and a bottom part of the card. So you choose where to put it. I think maybe one will be a bonus and one will be an action that you get. So you have to choose where you put the card, on the top or on the bottom, covering a part of the card. This is the rule book. Oh, a lot of components. They really laid this out. So you have these two. So you can shuffle it you can shove it on the bottom, and then you will have the bottom part, and you shove it on the top, and you have the top part. So that's Lacrimosa. Then we go to Red Cathedral Contractors. It's just an expansion for Red Cathedral. For people that have Red Cathedral, it's 25 days of period at Spiel. Must be closed as well. Yep. Closed. It will complete contracts while building St. Basil's Cathedral. So a little bit more for the game of the Red Cathedral. We can go through the pictures. I will not stop on a lot of expansions unless I find it interesting. Yeah, it looks. I don't know if this is part of the if this is the main board, to be honest, and I don't know what the part of the expansion is, but I'm just showing you some pictures. What is it with these close-ups? I don't need that kind of close-ups, please. So yeah, that's the expansion, or the base game with the expansion. Not really sure. Then we have one that I was thinking that would be on the top. I think it did rise in the last few days, and Red Cathedral is by De Vere as well, by the way. Maybe I should tell. Can I see where they are on the? More details. I want to see where they are on the map, to be honest. Well, I cannot see it, so you have to find it out for yourself. I can just go to the Essen Spiel booklet, and you can find it there. It used to be here, by the way. Fewer details. They used to put it here. It's on the tabletop together tool, but I don't think they have this hotness list because this is the BGG hotness list. So Woodcraft is from Delicious Games, from Ross Arnold, and co-designed with Vladimir Suchi. 1 to 4 players. 60 to 120 minutes. Age is 12 and up, and 3.75, so quite heavy. There were more pictures of the game, but I only see here that you can do these contracts by using these kinds of dice and these colored dice. So you're these like elves that are making wood stuff in the woods. So they're cutting down wood using glue to make stuff, and oh, there are more pictures. So it also uses this wheel with action. So you use an action, it goes to the next section, next colored section, and other people can still use it. Goes to the next section, next section. But the thing is, maybe you want to do another action. If an action goes all the way to here, you cannot use it anymore until all the actions in this space have gone away. Then you can move it again, which is kind of interesting. A friend of mine is gonna get this one, so that's why it's off my radar for a little bit. If it's a game that I really want, then I'm gonna pick it up, no matter if a friend of mine gets it as well. I did it last year with Bitoku. I really want the game. I'm so happy that I got it. And there's some things here that you maybe can unlock. Quite nice, to be honest. I think this rotates as well. So you have your wood shop. Can I get a? So you have your wood shop, which is this board. And you're trying to to make your best wood shop so you can make the best contracts by using actions. And I think you can use the dice to glue dice together or to split them up and cut them, so you can make from a 5 you can make a 3 and a 2 to use actions. Not quite sure how it works, but that's what you can do with dice and the dice values. I mean, you're not really cutting dice, so don't worry about it. So this is a better picture, by the way. So it looks quite nice. I really hope to play this one. This is it was low on my list, but still. Whoa! Did I just put a zoom on that one? So and you can attract maybe these workers cards to help you out. Maybe go to the beginning. And you can use lanterns to use, I think, extra actions. So yeah, this one I'm really curious, especially because of this wheel. It looks really cool. So you do this action, and you can do these bonuses that are here. So you can really time them to like, oh, the action goes there, and oh, now I'm gonna do the action because I can get this bonus. Quite nice. Great Western Trail Argentina English edition. Serve the beautiful plains of Pampas with your cattle. I think this is very close to the original. I heard that it's 1 to 4 players, 75 to 150 minutes, ages 12 and up, weight 3.67. I heard there's some small changes. I don't know how small or big they are, but basically it's the same game as the original. Money is easy to get in Great Western Trail Argentina, but you have more to manage in terms of actions, options, shortcuts, and cards, including the new exhaustion cards. So the challenges won't let up. Also a solitaire challenge in which Pedro is waiting for you to try to beat his score. Okay, let me see if the board is different. This is the back. It looks practically the same, but maybe with these changes. Can we zoom even further? Nope, we cannot. Get your cows off the trails to the rails to sell before they sail. Prove your strength and watch out for exhaustion. That is new. And going solo, I think the solo one is new. This is a standalone game. It's part of the amazing Great Western Trail trilogy. Yeah, okay. I think this is new ships and this board. But at the core, it's still gonna be the same game. Next is Revive. I love the look of this game. This one was on my list. I think I'm just gonna go a little bit through it. 1 to 4 players, 1920 minutes, ages 14 and up, and 3.5, so on the heavier side. So you have to play this game in like 5 scenarios to make the game kind of complete, and then you can just maybe it's a campaign so you can learn in 5 things, and then you can do the game. And it's replayable after the 5 turns, 5 campaign scenarios. I don't know how that's gonna work. I don't know if you. I know it's not a legacy game. I think not. It's about the revived civilization 5,000 years after everything was destroyed. Asymmetric player powers, high variable setup, and no fighting or direct conflict. You have, I thought this board would be bigger. This is part of your board. I think these are like action and this looks like an action tree that you can go up and down. There's things you can put cards here and here. And then this is the main board where you'll be doing actions as well. And the cards do certain actions. You can use the top or the bottom. It's the same that we saw in the other game of Lacrimosa. This is the board with terrains and tiles you can put up. And it looks nice. It's from Aporta Games. So the next game is one that I already talked about in my preview, so I'm gonna skip it. It's Starship Captains from Czech Games Edition. It's what number is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's number 7, so quite high up. It's just beating. Oh, it's on the same number as Toledo. Toledo? Toledo? So yeah, number 7. Take command of your crew to become the best starship captain in the galaxy. Gonna get this one. It looks amazing. So okay, the information that it's 1 to 4 players, 40 to 100 minutes, ages 12 and up, and 2.5, so mid-weight game. And just watch my other covers to learn more about the game. Let's just click this away, and we're going to Toledo. It's this one has a nice mechanism. It's from boarding dice, and it's 1 to 4 players, 60 to 100 minutes, ages 14 and up, and 3.0 weight. And in Toledo, you and your fellow players take on roles of rich merchants traveling throughout Europe, from Flanders to Venice during the golden age of the Renaissance. Travel to various cities to acquire trade contracts for wool and iron, and as well as collecting as a collection of their coats of arms. You must collect resources to fulfill contracts, and it has a dice management game in which dice have a dual function, gaining resources and performing actions. So basically, if you have a dice and you pick a 6, you can get like 6 resources, but you're going to use the other side of the dice as your action. So the other side of a 6 is a 1, so you can use the action only one time, or maybe at the power of 1. Then perform the associated action. The power of the action is in the inverse proportional to the value of the die. So the fewer resources you gain, the more powerful the actions you take, and vice versa, which is a good use of dice. You have this board. It's the map is a bit bland. I don't know if it's a prototype. Let's go through it. I don't think so. Whoa, no. Let's go demo at Gen Con. So this is basically final. It's from Board and Dice, but I see Simon here. It's a solo mode by David Turczi, by the way, who does a lot of solo modes. Lots of pieces. These are the dice. I do like the pieces though. The board is a bit bland, but I do like these pieces and the houses. I like the tone of colors. It's not the typical like red, green, blue. It's like sea blue, or I'm just making these colors up to be honest. Light green and girly pink. I don't know. Sorry, I didn't mean to say girly pink. Girls can use any color. But I don't know, I'm just making this stuff up, what colors it is. Solo mode rulebook. I don't know why they always do these zoom ins. This looks like a prototype, to be honest. Doesn't even say. It looks a bit... I don't like the board. It looks bland. And this board also looks bland. Maybe that's why it didn't jam with me. I like the mechanism that they are selling to me, but not the game itself visually. Then we have Floor. This one... I forgot if some of them were on my list. No, well, we go through it very quickly. 1 to 4 players, 6 to 19 minutes, ages 12 and up, weight 3.0. It's from Primigenio. Sounds like an Italian company. You know what? Let's go check it out. Oh, it's a Spanish publishing firm. Okay. The sworn was Italian. It sounded Italian. Maybe the way that I pronounced it. So for 4 weeks, Graceful Rain attracts thousands of workers willing to collect and transport the most beautiful flowers of the kingdom for the Flower, an annual festival that commemorates the anniversary of the end of the 200 Years' War. So you have to make maybe get flowers for the festival, I think. This workers looks nice. Printed. Okay. The board looks like a flower because I think these are some flower tiles, I think. Look, it looks like a flower, so that's kind of interesting. It looks like a nice production, to be honest. Is there anything about the mechanism? No, it's just a generic sales pitch about the game. Not really anything about the mechanisms. Terracotta Army. I already talked about this one for sure in my my own picks. It's from Board and Dice. It's 1 to 4 players, 9 to 120 minutes, ages 14 and up. 3.25. Just go watch my my Essen picks part 1 and 2, and you can see what I think about that one. Septima. A friend of mine said, like, you don't have Septima on your list. I don't. It just passed me by. This is the English Deluxe Edition, but the thing is, it's just a demo. Maybe that's why I didn't put it on my list, because I forgot it was a demo. Now I see it. So, because it's a demo, 1 to 4 players, 1500 minutes, weight 3.35, is about making your own witch coven, which is a great theme. Simultaneous action selection with positive player interaction. Septima's central mechanism revolves around the simultaneous secret selection of 1 of 9 action cards each turn. Move, collect, brew, heal, recruit, plea, chant, write, and remember. Each action gets a powerful bonus if it is chosen by multiple players. That sounds cool. But performing them together also raises suspicion in the townsfolk and attracts the attention of the witch hunters. Why wasn't this on my top 10 demos? I guess I missed it. This is my number 11. It's my list. It's from Mind Clash Games. So let's go. And there were some images. So these are some silk screened wooden components. This looks quite nice. But there was something that I didn't like. I don't know. Oh, these are people playing the game. I don't know if these are final components. They look okay. I like the way these things is like a track that you go up on. The cards look okay. Art is also okay. It's quite striking. This looks like a thing that you like a wall painting. The example of a successful trial. Okay, a witch trial. Okay, this looks quite nice, to be honest. Actually, I think they added pictures because now I'm actually impressed. This is your player board. Okay, call me impressed. The next game is a Heat. I think I'm all. I'm actually sure that I have this on my on my list, but very low. So let's check this one out. I'm not sure, but this is heat from pedal to the metal. 1 to 6 players, 30 to 60 minutes, and weight 2.0, ages 10 and up. It's a racing game from Days of Wonder. They look about getting back to form, but oh yeah, I did have this list because I said it looked. I had this Flamme Rouge feeling. I heard it's from the same designers. I hope they changed it up, but for me now it looks like they uh, built on that system of Flamme Rouge. But now I don't know if there's a slipstream system that Flamme Rouge had. I call it slipstream because you have to, if you're at a certain distance behind your own player pieces, you can just slip through. So I don't know if that can happen here, if they have like that kind of system. And your cards can overheat, and you don't want that. So I already talked about that one. Atiwa or Atiwa, I think it's Atiwa, is from Lookout Games. 1 to 4 players, 30 to 120 minutes, ages 12 and up, 3.0, and it's a Uwe Rosenberg game, a design that a lot of people like. I don't think I have any game of his, and I will get some flack for that. And there's so many games coming out, and none of the Uwe Rosenberg games appeal to me. There are others that just surpass it in appeal. Maybe I'm more of a Eurogamer / Ameritrash gamer. So this is it's a region. Atiwa is a region in Africa, and it's based on this real event about people getting these farmers having these bats that would eat all their fruit, and then they tried to get rid of the bats, and they saw that actually their droppings fertilized because they would eat the seeds, and with the seeds coming out, with the droppings would fertilize and make other trees and stuff like that. So they actually let the bats do their thing, and now there's more harmony there, and that's what you actually may be trying to do in this game. Oh, I like this cover, to be honest. And the late recording. It's been a busy day. Yep. So that's the story of the game. It's let's look at. So it's a mechanism. Available player powers, worker placement, turn order, claim action, modular ward, endgame bonus, and automatic resource growth. So yeah, it's a worker placement. Among cultists, that was in my demo list, so I'm gonna skip that one. Actually, I'm really gonna skip that one. The other ones I say I skip, but I still clicked on it. So go watch that video. Sabika is also my video. Looks very nice. I don't think it's available for pre-order anymore. Oh, you can still pre-order it. So I don't know when the pre-order is gonna be. You can pre-order Sabika plus promo sticker sheet, Airmail plus promo, or Sabika plus Airmail plus promo bundle, promos in packet. So in the lot. So so you get like 10 years discount. So you get both the promos, where you get both of the games. Flamecraft. This is the normal edition. The So big is from Ludonova. It's 1 to 4 players, 620 minutes. I'm not gonna look up at the weight anymore. If I think I already covered these games, so go watch that, uh, those segments that I posted on my channel. Um, Flamecraft, 1 to 5 players, 60 minutes uh, playtime. €35 is not expensive for this game, but the deluxe edition is 90. You can also get that one there. Be careful, maybe it will be limited stock. That one was the Kickstarter edition that you can get. This is the retail edition. It's about dragons, and you have to. It's in my. I think it's not in my demo, but it's in my other video, my personal picks. And this winter, I skipped this one because I'm getting this one because I kickstarted it to a web store. So I will get this edition, and I will talk about it as soon as it comes up. But it has a lot. The deluxe edition is available at booth for 90. So area majority influenced deck, bag, and pool building, which I love. Prehistoric territory building. And there's also a lot of like mini expansions and modules to add to it that I will get from the Kickstarter version. So I'm very interested about this one. Autobahn. I talked about this one as well. It's about building the. This one, by the way, is from Fantasia Games, and this is from Lucky Duck. The Flamecraft is from Lucky Duck. Endless Winters is from Fantasia Games. Autobahn is from Alley Cat Games. 1 to 4 players, 90 to 250 minutes, for ages 14 and up. You build roads, deliver goods, and get up the Ministry of Transport ladder. So you're building these roads after the Second World War in Germany. You're building the German Autobahn system, all the roads, and you can build parts of roads. The more parts of roads you build, you go up the Ministry Transport ladder. You get more say in things that are going to be happening, I think. And then Tribes of Wind is from La Boîte de Jeu. 2 to 5 players, 14-90 minutes, ages 14 and up. It's about doing actions, and the actions the actions that you do depend on the back of your opponent's cards, which you can see, but your opponents cannot. So yes, I think I talked about this one as well. If not, you can correct me in the comments. Voidfall. It's a demo. There's some people that really liked it. It's a heavy game. It's 4.38. It's from Mind Clash Games. 1 to 4 players, 90 to 240 minutes, age 15 and up. It's a big space game. It's a 4X game that brings the genre to Euro enthusiast tables. It combines the tension, play interaction, and deep empire customization of the 4X genre with the resource management, tight decisions, and minimum luck gameplay of an economic Euro. Win by pushing back the void in the solo co-op mode, or by overcoming your rival's influence in the restoring the dominium in the competitive mode. So yeah, I think I saw this being played last year's demo. I'm not sure, but it looks real busy. And you turn these dials to do the actions, I think. The production dials, stockpiles, stuff like that. It looks really good, to be honest. Also cards that you put here that you can do actions from, I think. Yeah, but it's a demo, so let's move on. Unconscious Mind is also a demo. I talked about it. It's in my top 10 demos. 1998 ISS. Unconscious Mind is from Fantasia game as well. 1 to 4 players, 620 minutes. About Sigmund Freud, and you have to manage practices and stuff like that. Looks very pretty, to be honest. And looks a nice, like a cool game. So 1998, I'm jumping up and down here. 1998 ISS, 1 to 4 players, 6 to 19 minutes, ages 12 and up. From Looping Games, they always make these small boxes about like the tiny epic kind of size of boxes, maybe a little bit bigger. Research the International Space Station and expand it. Usually these games, they always have like a new game. It's a bit hot at the Spiel, but I don't see people raving about it or playing it. It does look like a nice game. Oh, sorry. I have some itching. So you have the space station, these cards, and you're gonna put workers on it. It's the only thing I know. So you can perform 4 actions. Played in rounds, you select 4 Earth actions and then ISS actions. So you're trying to send people up, and then when they're finally up, they can do different actions. Looks okay. Not really my wheelhouse. Turing Machine. Yeah, I think this one will be for the people that like deduction, will be a hit. Doesn't look that expensive. It's from Le Scorpion Mask. 1 to 4 players, 20 minutes. That's very, very low. So you have to try to crack the code using a real analog computer. Well, all my videos are gonna be like this, me yawning. I hope I'm not gonna be yawning in my videos because I'm gonna cover Essen. So stay tuned. This is like pre-Essen videos, and I will be back from Essen. I'm gonna be there 2 days, on Thursday and on Friday. The whole day I will be walking around. Maybe I will be playing Blood on the Clock Tower with some people that I know from the internet, and but for the rest I'll be usually gonna be on the floor, going around to all the halls. So it's a 2.0, but it is a deduction game, so I'm not sure what's going on here. Usually deduction games are a bit more heavier. Codes are a puzzle, a game just like any other game. Alan Turing in The Imitation Game. Your goal is to find the secret code before the other players by cleverly questioning the machine. With Turing Machine, you'll use an analog computer with unique components made of never before seen perforated cards. The game offers more than 7 million problems, from simple to mind-staggering complex combinations, making the gameplay practically endless. Okay, this is competitive mode. Okay. I think this can be a sleeper hit, to be honest, even if it's not my game, kind of game. I think a lot of people that like these puzzle aspects in board games will be drawn to it. So yeah. So, how far are we on the video? 45 minutes. That's okay. Europa Universalis, The Price of Power demo. I have a feeling that this was there last year as demo. We can just take a very quick look. I don't want to dwell too much on demos, but it's still a hotness. That's what we're here to look at. It's a 9.0. It's 129 in weight, so it's heavy. 1 to 4 players, 90 to 200, 300 minutes. Ages 14 and up. So from Agir Games, Agir Games, go from one of Europe's greatest nations to the age of discovery. So it's one of those kind of games. Oh, the boards look nice. It looks quite big, to be honest. Let's make it a bit bigger. The components look nice. I like the player boards. You can unlock these things. I see. These dice. Yeah, player things in this tray look amazing. That look very good. This one actually looks nice. But I already have like a big board, to be honest, in the form of Game of Thrones. So this one looks to be heavier, like a 4X game. So yeah, looks cool. I don't think I can ever get it to the table. Resist is a one-player game from Salt and Pepper Games. One to one player, 20 to 40 minutes, and it's about the resistance in Spain in 1936, General Franco's era. So you're trying to resist the regime, which is you don't see. This is actually a very interesting theme and setting, and so you have cards. I like the style of art, to be honest. Yeah, I should have actually stayed home, but I went to my local game store and played some Commander there. Played some Magic the Gathering Commander. It was quite nice just to be out and about. So yeah, that is Resist. Deal with the Devil, I talked about it. Just gonna get it, no doubt about it. 4-player game only, 120 to 150 minutes. It's ages 14 and up. 4 players, 3 hidden roles, 2 opposing paths, only 1 mighty ruler. Yeah, so this one, check out my my games list. It's there at the top. Winter from De Veer. I really like this cover, and you can't pre-order it anymore. It says so it's a 2-player game only. 10 minutes, ages 8 and up. So this one, I just really like the cover. Look at this cover. Isn't it cozy? I am not a winter person. I don't like the cold. But when it's snowing, it's something like magical. Especially now that because of global warming, we don't get much snow here in the Netherlands anymore. And basically, I would love to have like a completely white Christmas. Yes, it's annoying to walk on and maybe slip, but hey, it's if there's a big pack of snow and it doesn't freeze that much, there's no problem. I really like winter, and I'm actually talking about how much I like that kind of winter, to be honest, but I like summer more, way more. And we're not looking at the game. It says 4 seasons, but are there more pictures? And no more pictures. That is a missed opportunity. You thought I was gonna say something else, right? I corrected myself very quickly. Abstract game for 2 players, age and up, lasts 10 minutes, in which good decisions are everything. It is a reissue of the 2016 edition with all new mechanics. Winter was the winner of the 2021 Corbett Edison Awards. This is the first series of the 4-season series. It will continue later with autumn, summer, and spring. Ah, that's why it says 4 seasons. Okay, let's continue. Meadow, the new expansion from Meadow. I think this will be one of the hits of the show because a lot of people like Meadow. Uh, it came as a surprise for me that I also like Meadow because when it came out, I think it came out at Spiel last year. A lot of people were like saying like this is a very simple game. It's a very light game. I thought it would be too light for me, but it's very enjoyable. I like all the art and all the animal cards. I still don't like all these uh, cards that you have to put in your like view. I can maybe show it to you. Oh, maybe let me just Meadow because I never can get those cards to be honest. Can I show it? Yeah, these cards. I forgot the name of these cards. I can never really get them because I think they're hard to play, and the other people putting them out. So it's like so frustrating. But now you can focus on a different thing. So maybe it will be even better than I thought it would be, because now you have the. This is the. Oh. You have the downstream. So you're going down a river. So this is from Rebel Studios. 1 to 4 players, 16 to 19 minutes. No wait yet. I think it's not gonna make it even more not complexer than before. So it's gonna make the complexity just the same. I think they don't want to alienate the target audience, but it's an expansion for Meadow Downstream is an expansion for Meadow inspired by the fascinating nature of aquatic environments. Start a new journey to observe flora, fauna, and landscapes connected with rivers, streams, and lakes. Go kayaking down the river and compete with others on the new fields of exploration. There's 80 new cards around the aquatic environment and animals. Kayak mechanism allows players to score extra points for progressing down the river. Adjust the level of competition with two-sided river boards. Choose between a faster stream and a calm river to explore two phases of nature. It's only the cover. Cora Quest from Dan and Cora Hughes from Bright Eye Games. Cooperative and customizable dungeon crawl adventure for the entire family. 1 to 4 players, 45 to 60 minutes. Complexity is low because it's a kids game. It's 2.0, and this is just adorable. If you have kids and they like dungeon crawls, you can introduce them here, or if they ever want to play with your dungeon crawl and it's too complex, this is a good way to get them into that part of the hobby of going through dungeons. And this is Cora. Her and her dad made the game. And the art was submitted by kids, and a professional artist put it in. They tweaked it a little bit so that they all look they come from the same kind of world. These tokens, it looks very charming, and it's going to be cool for kids to explore this dungeon with all these monsters and heroes and double cat heads and stuff like that. And these are the heroes. Everybody's represented. People in a wheelchair can fight. I really love this. If I had kids, I would have bought this. So give them some love if you really want to get one of these type of games to the table with your family. Human Punishment: The Beginning Uh, I didn't have this one on my list, I think. Uh, so it's 3 to 6 players, 120 minutes to 180 minutes, ages 14 and up, and 3.50 in weight. So it is a standalone game and the prequel of Human Problem Social Deduction 2.0, which I have, and it is a semi-corporate social deduction and pick up and deliver hybrid. These 6 players try to avoid the secret machine revolution, but machine spies are everywhere and they try to corrupt the human players. There are also outlaws, Fallen, and Legion, just as in Human Punishment, and every faction works for their own goals. You can put Human Punishment Social Deduction 2.0 in this game, so yeah. I don't play that much. I have a friend that has this game, so maybe and it was his birthday. I think maybe I will give that to him. So yeah. Then we have Evergreen. Evergreen is a game that's on my list, so I already talked about it. So let me show more. I can show all, but sometimes it just freezes, so I don't want to do that. Cat in the Box. Only 250 copies will be available, so run for it. You can have my copy. It's a oh, nope. It's not a game for me, but I think it will be high because people have been buzzing about this. It's a track taking game. Not really a big fan. I'd like a few maybe. I can't even remember the names because I don't have any trick taking games here. So yeah. Tindaya. I think I have a friend of mine that is has a pre-order for this as a Kickstarter order for this. So this one is gonna in our playgroup is gonna be coming to the table. A friend of mine have demoed this at Essen last year. I was not there, I was doing something else, and I came back and I'm like, oh, they're still playing. Just watched it a little bit. So you have to please the gods, dare to survive. By the way, Cat in the Box is from Bezier Games. 2 to 5 players. Tindaya is 1 to 4 players, 45 to 120 minutes, ages 13 and up, 3.85 in weight. So Tendai is a theme-driven survival adventure with the soul of a Eurogame. This environmentally conscious game offers 2 play modes to please any group: cooperative, including solo, and competitive. In addition to the trader variant for players avid of some old-fashioned cutthroating. Difficulty can be graded, and less experienced players can learn to play through a 3-game mini-campaign. Sounds good. They're trying a little bit too much of everything, but who knows? It will work. This was at Essen last year. Let's make it a bit bigger. A lot of boxes and a volcano erupting and stuff like that. Okay. My friends liked it, so I'm curious about it. Home Sweet Home. It's a game that doesn't look anything interesting, to be honest. I'm a bit biased because I watched there was something that I think the Dice Tower looked at this list as well and they didn't like it. It looks way too simple. Doesn't look like it has anything interesting to me. You're going from room to room. Sometimes there's an alien, sometimes something else. So it's, I don't know, to be honest. Terra Nova. It's a streamlined version of Terra Mystica. 1 of 10 asymmetric factions. 2 to 4 players, 12 ages 12 and up, 60 to 90 minutes. Oh god. How far are we? 1 hour. Okay, now we're just gonna look through if there's something that catches my eyes. We already been through, I think, like 2 pages. I think we've been through a lot, and those are the top. So there's another Uwe Rosenberg game here, but that one's a demo. Discordia, I think I talked about that one. Let's look at it again very fast. Oh yeah, this one looks nice with the dice. Yeah. Clever Forever, I think this won't be a big hit. Acropolis, did I? Yeah, this was one on my list. So you try to make these cities, and for example, certain buildings want to be next to other buildings, and you could build on top of buildings, so you can have layers. So yeah, this one from Gigamic is making this one. Oh, Mayscape Kids. I have one Mayscape that a friend of mine gave to me, and I really want to highlight that this can be very fun, to be honest. And this is a kids version. I don't think there's images. No, there's only the front. So a new micro crime city, all in. Oh, this is the German edition. Was this a new one, or was this the one that was already released? Not sure. Insecta is about collecting the most beautiful, interesting collection of insects in the world. Just going through it a bit fast. Oh. Some actions. This is the board. You have these insect butterflies and stuff like that. Kingdom Defenders. Whoa. So Kingdom Defenders. Did I talk about this? Okay. It looks okay, to be honest. I don't like the name. Maybe that's why I'm getting sleepy. Just joking. The Wolves, I talked about this. Joan of Arc. Very ugly cover, to be honest. Draw and Write. Not really my jam. Undaunted, Stalingrad. I heard it's a great system, so not in my wheelhouse theme-wise. The new Puerto Rico 1897. Yeah, this one's coming out. I had some news segments in the past where I talked about this when this news came out. So they ditched the slave ones to make it more appropriate. There's a whole team of diverse people working on this, which I love, to be honest. So yeah, if you like Puerto Rico, you can give this one a try. It's the same game. I think it's the same game. But it looks a bit different. So Oak. Become the head of a tribe of Druids about to unlock the secrets of the Arch Oak. So 1 to 4 players, 60-90 minutes. Coming in October. Well, coming at Essen. So it's weight of 3.0. Going to bed soon. Oak puts you in the role of the leader of one of 4 different druid orders, with you attempting to establish that your order deserves to be chosen by the Arch Oak's spirit to stay and learn its secrets. You start out small and insignificant, but if you choose your actions wisely and use your duties effectively, you will see it grow in power and status. Okay, sounds nice. Let's look at the board. That's a nice, okay, board. Just two-sided because there's this side. This is the night side. This is cool. I love this. Night side, light side. Night side, light side. So this board to do some actions on. Well, it looks nice. Some more components. I think you can put stuff here, as by the way. Nice components. So then we have Federation. I talked about this one for sure. Then we have Fantasy Pub, second edition. Get more beers than the others in the tavern. Fantasy Pub and get out on your own. Okay. So this is from Looping Games. Let me see if we can find any. Oh, it looks a bit small. There's a lot of beer and a lot of these fantasy creatures on the cover. Nope, I didn't mean to do that. And this is the second edition of the game. On your turn, roll 2 dice and use them to perform up to 2 of the 5 possible actions. Enter a new character in the pub, move a character of your clan, call the barkeeper, exit the pub, play an event card. Okay. By moving the characters around the 6 tables arranged in a circle, you will toast characters from your family and invite characters bigger than you. Okay. Then we have Evra, and Evra is a game you can pre-order it at Spiel. Let's see if we can still pre-order this one, for example. I don't think so. Evra plus Hercules, pre-order at Essen. Pick up at Meebo Games. You can click here, bundle discount. Curious what the bundle discount is. For 55 to get both games. Oh, nice. So Evra is be a builder Roman Empire, stone by stone build the Roman temple of Evra. I think it's in Portugal, Evra. There are some Roman temples there. Oh, it looks very abstract, to be honest, with those pieces. Okay. Oh, there it is. Meebo is a Portuguese company, I think. Yep, it's a Portuguese side, Meebo Games. Yep. Mosaic, a card drafting, engine building civilization game. The Colossus version of Mosaic is also available for 180. Whoa! It's 70, but it's now at a sales price. So yeah. Ooh, can this also be on my list? It was not on my list. Huh. I already have like a game about making civilizations, so I have to play that one more before getting Mosaic, but I'm still interested in it. So maybe the last game we'll do Coral and see what's. Maybe skip some games. So in Coral, you try to make players develop a coral reef together, whilst vying to position their own species closest to the top, where they can soak up the life-giving sunlight. You have to make these 3D structures of coral in different colors, which looks so cool. Look at this. So this configuration will give you this. This will give you this. A line. Looks very nice. Let's show more. So here are some that are low, but there's a new game from Hansing Gluck, Planet B, about making a civilization on a new planet. There's some politics, idiocracy, corruption, and a lot of dark humor about our future on Planet B. And then we have Sky Mines. Sky Mines it's a re-implementation of Mombasa. So if you know Mombasa, Sky Mines is a re-implementation of that one. Then we have 11. This one is from Portal Games. It's about managing your own soccer club or football club. There's the targeted bonus box. It's an expansion for Targi. San Francisco, I know someone who has it, so I'm curious because that person has to play the game, and it looks very nice. So you're building the city of San Francisco in this game. You have these little tram cards, because I said like, oh, there has to be tram cards because I've been to San Francisco and I really love the city. I said, but there has to be little yellow trams, and they are here. Staring Over German edition. War Doing the card game. Not really interested in a card game. Dice Colony. This one Portuguese. I'm just gonna do this. It's a publisher with the offset in Brazil, Argentina, and Spain. Okay. I'm curious. Oh, this one I didn't like. It looks very bland. It's a prototype. All components doesn't say. It looks very. I don't like the look of it. The cards are okay, but the board doesn't look that good. Findorf, I'm not really a fan of Freedom Freeze games. 2 greens for me and stuff like that. La Familia is a game for 4. It can only be played with 4 as well. So 2 teams struggling over supremacy of Sicily during the Great Mafia War. So I cannot say like let's play one against 2 or something. I think it's 2 teams always. And it says here, you play against each other in a team 2 to take control of Sicily. 6 different mafia families, each with special abilities, are at your disposal. The game rounds are divided into 2 phases. In the planning phase, you develop your abilities and bring fighters as well as secret orders to the board. In the combat phase, these orders are reversed and executed. Okay. Okay, nice. Ultra it's already out. This is the German edition. Pilgrim. Is there anything else that we can? There's a new Azul. It's the same Azul, but then with a chocolate team. Is there anything else that I want to? German edition. There's a new Castle of Mad King Ludwig collector's edition. To buy for a lot of money. I want to 5 players, but I heard this one is a very good edition. Come together about making a music festival, organize the best music festival of the 1960s. I liked this theme. Didn't reach high up on my list, but hey, maybe I was not. It looked okay, but didn't look great. expansion to Galaxy Trucker, Keep on Trucking, Merchants of the Dark Road, English Standard Edition. I have the Kickstarter edition. Fancy Feathers. This is a German edition, but in English it's going to be Fancy Feathers. Let's see if the one this one. Why is it the German edition? I think I did talk about this one, to be honest. Flamecraft. This is the 90 euros edition. A new King of Monster, a King of Tokyo kind of series of games. King of Monster Island. So where you cooperate to fight the monster on Monster Island. This next time I'm gonna be yawning. I'm just gonna leave it at this. This is what the hotness looks like this year. If there's any game that escaped the hotness, just let me know. I'm just gonna I'm just gonna click on this one because this one looks interesting. Oh, it's only a cover. Just forget it. Oh, it's only a demo. So yeah, there's a lot of games coming out. So, and it's next week. I can't wait to be there and go to the doors, get my games, and then find hidden gems, maybe some sales. And I will be streaming. I will not be streaming, of course not. I will be recording, and I will just edit it very nicely together for you guys. So this is my last video of the Essen Spiel preview list. Maybe hopefully next week I will do some board game news and talk about well, maybe I already talked about Essen, so maybe I will still be talking about Essen. Maybe even after Essen. After Essen, we'll be talking about Essen. Actually, we'll be talking about the games. So, yeah, let's see if I can make some new segments next week. So, and if not, then I'm gonna do a new segment the week after at least. So, this has been Horde of the Board Essen hotness preview, and we'll see you guys later. And don't forget to like, subscribe, comment down below. And if you're there, and if you see me, just give me a shout out. I don't know if you want to do that. If you want to do it, it doesn't matter. I'm just gonna be happy to be there. I'm gonna be running around just collecting my games. So if you go to Essen, have a great Essen. If you're not, just watch the content here after Essen, maybe during Essen from other creators. Give them some love, give them a shout out, and I'll see you guys next time.